I didn't hear who you were talking about.
Braden Galloway.
Oh, Braden. Okay, yeah.
What do you think of that guy?
Man, I'm so excited. He's one of those guys that, man, I am so excited about Braden Galloway. Uh, he's that Leggett type body type, long, athletic, can run. But what I love about a guy like Braden Galloway is he is 2/10 of his potential. He's just, he was a basketball player forever, and he's just now kind of transitioning into being a football guy. He's 200, almost 25 pounds right now, so he's bigger than Leggett was, but he's got that same type of athleticism. He played quarterback some for him. I mean, he literally, like I said, just played football, but he was a basketball guy, and now he's become a football guy, and his body, he's going to go boom. He's going to be 250 overnight. And Joey Basson is going to have a ball with this guy, but he's the type of guy you look up in a couple of years and you go, where did that guy come from? And we have built this program on guys like him. We really have. The Tig Willards, the Braden Galloways, Quandon Christians. Nobody knows about Grady Jarrett. Nobody was asking me about Grady Jarrett on signing day when he signed, I promise you. And that's how we've built our program, with guys like him, to go along with, some Deshaun's and Sammy Watkins and, Stephon Anthony's, a few of them guys that were as advertised. But Braden has a tremendous upside to him. Awesome, awesome young man. Just a wonderful mom and dad. His brother plays basketball at College of Charleston. Just really excited about getting started with him. And he's a mid-year. So to be able to, throw his butt in that weight room, get out here and yell at him a little bit in mat drills and start the process of developing him, it's going to be a lot of fun to coach that one.
Okay, look, you had a conversation with Travis about how everything just fell perfectly into place as far as being a late addition to the class, having a breakout year, and now he's going to go ahead and get a chance to go home to play in the playoffs.
Oh yeah. We've had lots of conversations along the way, and it's my first guy to ever sign from Louisiana. I never signed anybody from Louisiana, even when I was an assistant at Alabama. And lo and behold, 59 years since we've been to the Sugar Bowl, we're going to the Sugar Bowl. So, he opened up a nice path there, and it's exciting for him to have a chance to go home and play in the Superdome. And I think everything about his experience at Clemson has been great confirmation to him on why they chose Clemson, because it was a big decision for him. Obviously, to leave home, Baton Rouge right down the road, and he had committed early to Texas A&M, and then kind of opened it back up. And we weren't recruiting running backs, and we had a little change and had to get back to recruiting running backs, and he flew out there and had a great initial visit with his family. They drove all the way came to be here to check it out and loved it. It was a long way for him to come, but, I always tell these guys, better to go a little further to the right place than, maybe closer and not necessarily be everything that you're looking for. And so he took a leap of faith to come to Clemson, and I think he's certainly very happy with that decision, and I know we are. I mean, he's got a bright future. I mean, here's a guy that just came in here and quietly broke C.J. Spiller's touchdown record, one of the greatest we've ever had here. So I think he's off to a great start.
How do you handle a situation where you play a team like Alabama 3 times in a row? Do you address that when you're preparing your team mentally, physically, or do you just say it's the next game on the schedule?
Oh, I mean, it's just the next game, and that you're gonna play this game, and you're gonna play somebody. You get ready for the opponent, but I don't really have to say much about Alabama. I mean, they know. I mean, everybody knows what the type of mindset you got to have to play these guys. You got to earn every 6 inches of grass that you get against Alabama. You earn. They don't give you anything, and so they just don't make many mistakes. They're usually where they're supposed to be, and you have to just scratch and claw for every patch of grass out there, and that's what we've had to do. So there's a mindset that I think you have to have a chance to compete with Alabama, and our guys have that because they've got the experience to draw on. They know what it takes. That doesn't make it easy, but it certainly it helps when you know what you're getting into.
Quarterback recruiting. A couple weeks ago, there was a tweet you
guys doing an in-home visit with your staff on the beach. What's your best recruiting story for 2017?
Man, I hadn't really had a chance to think about it. My mind's been so wide open, so many different directions as far as the recruiting story. But yeah, that was a great day. We were down there at IMG and had a chance to go with Mike Jones and his family over to a little. I think we were at Anna Maria Island. I think that's where we were. But just a little restaurant. It was pretty cool. And then 2 hours later, I'm in the snow and got sick as a result. But anyway. You know, a lot of good stories, but I had to really kind of sit down and clear my head and think about the best one for this group.
How much is the early signing period, when you're in your experience with recruits, kind of change some of the decisiveness? Whereas, you know, a guy who might not have wanted to sign early might sign early just because he knows his spot might not be there.
Well, I think that you know, I think there's a couple ways to look at it. First of all, you know, guys that are committed and have been committed that don't sign with you in December. Well, as a coach, you better realize they ain't committed. You know, so I think that part of it's good. And then the flip side of it, if you're a guy who's committed to a school, and all of a sudden that school is saying, "Hey, we want you to wait and sign in February," better to find out in December, as opposed to some of the stories where you got guys that have been committed all year, and then they get a call, you know, 2 nights before sign day and say, "Hey," because people keep recruiting beyond their number, and they call and they say, "Hey, listen, we're not going to have a spot for you now. You need to go somewhere else, or we need you to gray shirt," or whatever it may be. So I think it goes both ways. And but I think from a player standpoint, they have all the power because they don't have to sign, and they can sit back if they're not sure what they want to do and let it all play out, and then it's very defined. Now they know what this school signed and what this school signed and what they have, and they can evaluate and go sign in February. But again, this period is for guys that know what they want to do. That's what it's for. And that's what you've seen.
Can you talk about go ahead. All right. How do you evaluate where this team's at in terms of this team recovery right now?
I think we're in a good spot. Really, you know, last week was a couple days of just a lot going on with the finals, them having to balance finals because we hadn't had that in a while. But I thought we really hit our stride Saturday, and you know, just been really good energy. It was 3 physical days in a row: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We just kind of met and did walkthroughs, kind of just more mental prep. And Monday was a great day for us from a community service standpoint, and then got back on the grass yesterday with pads and had a good, energetic practice. Then we went and had some fun yesterday afternoon, went out to the Frankie's Fun Park. That was a blast. Always fun to see these big guys and grown men act like little kids, throw a go-kart in front of somebody and they just transform. Everybody becomes crazy. But we had a good time with that. And then today will be another tough practice, full pads, and then we'll take tomorrow and Friday and really kind of button it up with the hopes of having the plan done when we leave here on Friday. So I feel good about where we are. I think the coaches have had great preparation. I've tried to balance their schedule to where we've got some uninterrupted time to really feel good about our prep time. So it's been good. Oh no, I'm right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, and I won on the slick track for the record. I beat them all. I was first out and first in, so you know I can't remember who all was on the track. There was about 10 of us, I guess. I love Kramer. Martin Lawrence, that's a new one. Martin. Yeah.
Why is it important for you to have a lot of fun with this team? And what do you think, how they view you and how important that is to have those strong places?
I don't try to have a lot of fun. I just love what I do. I just enjoy what I do, and I like to have fun. I like people, and I like my guys. So you know, come to work every day and enjoy doing what I do. But I do think it's important that, you know, you work hard to have great relationships with your players and develop trust and good camaraderie. And I think you create as many opportunities outside of football as possible to achieve that goal. So we do that in a lot of ways. I mean, so I just try to engage them on a lot of different levels. You know, whether it's, you know, challenging them to shooting free throws or racing them on a go-kart track, you know. But I still like to play. I still like to have fun, and maybe I've had 3 boys, and I'm still kind of engaged in that part of it. But I just have fun every day, try to. Well, I think that's one of the keys to his longevity, for sure, and that is he's just a very relational person. You know, he's hilarious. He's another guy that just loves what he does, and when you're around people who really love what they do, that's contagious. And he loves coaching the OL, loves it, and he loves the guys who choose to play OL. And you know, I think that he's got a great energy. He's passionate about, you know, winning a matchup. He's obviously incredibly knowledgeable. He's done this for a long time. But at the end of the day, I think that he looks at them as his sons. And, you know, he didn't have a son. He had a daughter who he loves just with all of his heart. And Emsley's graduating tomorrow, by the way. But I just think he's always just kind of loved them like his sons. And I think everybody who's played for Coach Caldwell would tell you that. He's tough on them. But, man, you talk about a guy that if we could sit around and have a reality TV show going where you didn't know there was a reality TV show, you know, like a reality TV show isn't really a reality TV show because they know there's a camera there. So it's not reality. You know, it's fake reality. Like you're acting like it's reality, but it's not reality. Whereas if you had a real reality TV show, man, it would be the greatest hit of all time, following Robbie Caldwell around and just watching him and listening to him, because you never know what he's going to say or do, and he's just so genuine, real, authentic. You always know where you stand with Robbie.
Pending what you might find out in your fax machine when you leave us, how big of a need is it to fill offensive line?
Oh, we do? Jackson Carmen, Action Jackson, let's go. Press conference, take 2. Oh, man. Well, I mean, he's sometimes you sign guys that have everything in the box. Y'all have heard me say many times, and you just kind of got to put it all together. And you got a lot of those guys that come through here, whether it be a Vic Beasley, you know, kind of takes a little while to develop him into a special guy. And then sometimes you got guys you just kind of, they're just got everything that you could possibly look for, and that'd be a Sammy Watkins, a Deshaun Watson, you know, those type of guys. They just show up and you go, wow. Dexter Lawrence and Christian Wilkins, and that's kind of what he is. I mean, the guy's 350 and can move. There's probably none of y'all here that can outrun him. I'd be willing to lay money on that. I mean, he can absolutely fly for a 350-pound man. Very physical, and just, you know, #1 player in Ohio. I think that's #1 player in Ohio, #1 player in Florida, #1 player in South Carolina, #1 player in Georgia. Just a huge pickup for us. We weren't going to sign a lot of linemen in this class, and you know, to get Jordan McFadden right here out of Dorman, who I think is Brandon Thomas 2.0, but probably ahead of where Brandon was. You know, Brandon was a 3rd-round draft pick out of here. And Coach Gutshaw and them over there, they really feel like that Jordan is ahead of where Brandon was at this stage. So that's pretty exciting for me. So to get Jackson and Jordan, in this group, and to have Jackson have an opportunity to come in here mid-year is a huge, huge, huge get for us. You know, for sure we're going to lose, you know, 3 linemen with Maverick and Crowder, and Hearn is going to graduate tomorrow. This is one of the greatest, you know, moments of my life and his parents' life, to know that my man Taylor Hearn is going to walk across that stage tomorrow. Man, I'm so happy for him, and I think he's going to go ahead and move on, go play some pro ball, and he'll do well. So we're going to have a big need there to continue to have the right type of offensive line. But Jackson he's special, man. He's special, no doubt about it. And just very thankful that he and his family, when it came down to it, believed in our program and who we are, the way we do things here, and that he chose to come be a part of it.
Last question. You had the 10-win seasons and you had success winning, but the past 3 have been different. What makes the change from that level to elite, to top 4, to consistency?
I think just what you said, just consistency. I mean, I just don't think you can be, I mean, to be considered, I think, elite or great at something, you got to do it for a long period of time. You know, I just think that's just what it takes. If you think about any athlete, what coach or program or pro team or whatever, I think for anybody to really be considered great at something, you've got to have longevity and consistency. And I think that, you know, that's what we've had. That's really what we've set out to do. I mean, that's from day one. I mean, we've won. This is our 9th year, so we had one 9-win season. We've had, I guess, 7 10+ win seasons, and we had the 1 6-win season. So, I mean, we've just been incredibly consistent, and I think that's the mark of a great program. So, I think we've separated ourselves in that. We've earned that. That doesn't mean we're not going to have an 8-4 year somewhere down the road. But our program is in place, and it's set up to sustain consistency, because that's been our focus, is to build a great program. We've never focused on them having a great team. We've always focused on having a great program and making decisions with vision in mind and down the road in mind, and not taking shortcuts. And that's just how we've always done it. So I think what's changed is just the fact that we have just done it over and over and over and over and over. And obviously we've won a lot of big games along the way. But, you know, getting into the playoff, that just takes you to the next level. And then winning the national championship, because now, you know, they can't say, well, yeah, well, you've been very consistent, but you can't win the national championship. Well, yeah, we can. And not only did we win it, but we beat Alabama to do it. So you've just kind of checked all the boxes, and so everybody can just kind of take a deep breath and realize that we have a great program here, and we're not going away. It's not going to change. I don't care what coach leaves, what player leaves. You know, Clemson is built to last, and I'm just excited to be a part of it. And I know we got a lot of great moments in front of us.
Got to get him to the graduation brunch. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.